So what actually happened then that night?
We were the attorneys there at the door, and we were there to make sure that everything was on the up and up so that there couldn't be any reason to make any arrests.
Right.
And then they started coming in making inspections. They were the plainclothes police. They would come in.
Right.
I remember there was a fire inspection.
That's right. We had several inspections.
There was a health inspection,
Right.
and I think it was about the 4th inspection we just said.
Well, we said that that's enough inspections for one night.
We said no, and if you want to come in...
You either give us your ticket or the search warrant.
And it really was completely unplanned. They didn't know what to do, and we didn't know what to do.
Were you standing facing each other?
Yes.
We were frightened.
We were just standing there, and they were just standing there because, they didn't know what to do either.
They didn't believe we would stand them all. The hallway in that building is about as wide as this kitchen is wide, okay? And Herbert and I were standing abreast with each other and literally leaning to each other because I think we were both so nervous we would have fallen down if we hadn't had someone to lean on. To my right, you could run a motorcycle through. And to Herbert's left, you would have been able to run a motorcycle through.
And they could have gone right past us,
And
except
they
didn't
You're
know what
right,
they were
sir.
afraid of us too.
Right.
And then a whole bunch of police in uniform come in, and I thought, when police arrested you, they said you were under arrest. And I just...
And they never did tell us that.
And they grabbed me, one on each side, and I said, am I under arrest? And what a silly question, am I under arrest? And they already hauled you off to the paddy wagon. And then they put us in jail.
They sure as to hell did.
But for a while, they
still didn't know what to do.
Because we could get out. We could use the telephone to call. Anyway, but so then did we or did Malcolm call Glickfeld
No,
for
we
us?
actually called him from the jail. You called him from the jail.
Judge Glickfeld.
Yeah.
Judge Bernard insane.
Yeah.
But a doll in many ways.
Because he ordered us released and our own recognizance
then
without anything
and
further.
there. But we had to go over and be booked first.
We had to go over and be booked.